I'm being an alchemist basically right now. Hello, my cutie patootie, my little chili beans. We are back. This is episode 5 of your favorite wellness podcast for girlies in their 30s. And if you're not a girly or in your 30, if you're trying to be better and you feel like you deserve to meet the best version of yourself, well, this is the place. We don't judge, we listen. We try to figure it out together. We're all just as confused together, leaning on each other with a lot of love and empathy. Wow, I'm sounding like a Miss Universe contestant. I'm your host, Chili F. I'm a singer-songwriter and also a wellness girly trying to figure it out as a 30-year-old. Things are not the same being 30. I will tell you that. If you think you're gonna be strong and glowy and energetic and beautiful, yes, you can still be beautiful. All I'm saying is after you hit the 30 mark, and it's not immediately on the 30 mark. We're talking 32-ish, 33. 33, I'd say, is the mark where you actually start feeling it for real, for real. 33 is when you wake up tired. It's when you realize you can't handle a drink. You start feeling parts of your body that you'd never felt before. Guys, what a week it's been. Boy, I will tell you, I am getting tired. I've been on full content creation mode. I've been going even harder since last week, and I can go harder. I'm trying to go even harder. Content creation has gotten a hold of me, and I'm honestly enjoying it more than making music. Sue me. I'm very happy to share with you guys that this week on Monday, I got my very first TikTok shop sale, and it wasn't just one, it was 4 at once. How amazing is that? I think that's the reason why I started pumping out even more content, because I realized, wow, this could be life-changing. I mean, I made only $10 for sales, but guys, here's the kicker. This was on a video that had less than 300 views and it made 4 sales. This blew my mind. It just goes to show that numbers don't matter and you don't have to go viral to be making money. That's mind-blowing. All you have to do is just post the content. It doesn't even have to be that good. So yeah, very eventful week. Here's what happened. I was feeling kind of discouraged because I was putting in so much work in creating content. Even though I was still very motivated, I was starting to feel a little bit discouraged, and those little scary voices, those little monsters that creep up in the back of my head, they started saying, girl, what if this never happens for you? What if it literally never happens? I hate those voices, and they creep up and it's so hard to fight them. They were literally saying that, girl, maybe you're going to put all this work in and it's never going to happen for you. And I was upset at that thought, but I was like, no, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm going to keep going. I went to take a shower before bed, and in the shower, I was like, praying to God, talking to God, just being like, if this is what I'm supposed to do, please give me a sign so that I'm sure that I'm on the right path. Like, am I changing my path a little too much? Like, I was doing music and now I'm trying to be a TikTok shop seller. So I was praying to God about it, and literally I got out the shower. I went to the couch to watch some TV. I decided to check on my TikTok shop data. It's been addictive, actually. I've been looking at that all day. That's the problem. I have to turn off my brain. So I look at my data and there's this notification pop up saying, congratulations, you made your first sale. And my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. Like, and then I click on it and I saw that I made 4 sales and that the commission was $10.80 for 4 sales. That's a great commission. There's people working 9-to-5 jobs. They don't get 5% commission. You know what I mean? This is crazy. That's when I realized this is an actual possibility. This is actual money that can, well, not yet, but soon I think this can change my life. And the fact that every video is like a lottery ticket you're putting in, and the more videos you put in, they start adding up after months, and you never know. There's people that are saying that they're generating commission off of videos from 2 months ago. So at some point, that water is gonna start flowing so much. It's just going to be so abundant. I just know it. I've been putting so much love and care into my TikTok shop content. I used to be I used to think a little bit of like embarrassment just thinking about my peers, like, oh wow, Chili must be really flopping as a songwriter to be doing TikTok shop. By the way, no, I'm still making music. The deal with me this year is that I will make everything I possibly can. I will do anything I possibly can to make money this year, except for things that, you know, we're not going to talk about, OnlyFans or whatever. Like, that's not, I don't think that's happening. But even though I joked about it last week, no, that is not happening. But there's a lot of things that I'm willing to do to get to the money bag. I am not willing to go to a 9-to-5. I'm sorry. This is one of the reasons why I had a little bit of a family quarrel happen, but we'll talk about that in a bit. I just want to focus a little bit more on the TikTok shop things. Here's some things I learned this week about TikTok shop. Number one, numbers don't matter. You can still generate sales off of videos just having a couple hundred views. I did that. Second of all, don't overthink your videos. Create in bulk. This week, I decided to start the week with creating in bulk. It's very helpful. It feels calming knowing that you got at least 10 videos in your drafts ready to go. Even though I could do better, I've been pumping out these videos and they've been getting loaded into the app pretty quickly. I'm still trying to figure out creator search insights. I don't think they're really working for me like that, but give it some time. Maybe it will work. I'm trying that. I think I'm having this suspicion that creator search insights only work if you click on the camera button right next to the insight that is going up. You have to click on the camera button and you have to make the video on the app through that camera button. And I think that you have to post it immediately. If you save it as a draft, it doesn't have the same effect. And I've noticed that. My suspicion is because those topics, they change very quickly. I've been struggling to do that, honestly. I've been struggling. This is my challenge for today, to click on Creator Search Insights content gap. This is what people are searching for, but there's not enough content for it. So this is your opportunity to create that content. Thing that I've been struggling with about this is that I need to create that content on the spot and I need to hit post immediately. I will try that today and I'll give you guys updates on how that goes next week. This whole teamwork, viral thing for engagement is a trap. That is a lie. That is what they will tell you and us newbies to get themselves more engagement and followers, and we're just falling for it. That doesn't help you whatsoever. That only helps the person creating that content, and I think a lot of us got caught up in that. No, don't do the bottom up engagement content. It's just gonna mess up your whole algorithm. It kind of did that to me. I fell for it. I'm sorry, this is so embarrassing. I really did fall for it. It changed my timeline content tremendously. Not mad at it because I am trying to learn ways to do marketing online, but it also messed me up because I also want to enjoy my TikTok For You page without it being all about TikTok shop, because I also want to relax and enjoy and not be always in work mode. So that's the thing, which brings me to the next advice. Learn when to shut it down. I am still trying to learn when to shut it down. Last night I was up until 3 a.m. every night. Every single night I've been up till 3 a.m. I've been struggling tremendously to just watch some TV and pay attention to whatever it is on the screen. I haven't watched TV in a week. I put it on and 3 seconds later, I'm on my phone checking my stats, thinking about content, writing scripts. That's crazy. I am literally obsessed with content creation, but that's good because I'm loving the process. It's not only about the results, although after Monday getting my first sale, I'm not going to lie, that was one of the most dopamine charged feelings I've ever felt. Like I want that feeling again. I want to see like hundreds of dollars. I want to see $1,000 worth of sales. Like, that's crazy. I freaking loved that feeling. It's addicting. I can understand more now, like Wall Street dudes. Anyways, anything else I've learned? There's no excuses, guys. I've been seeing a lot of stay-at-home moms creating that content, making bucks, making thousands of dollars on TikTok shop. And, you know, it's not for everybody. Don't get me wrong. There's a specific archetype of people for that. These women that I watch that I'm deeply inspired by, they are constantly posting. I'm talking minimum 10 posts a day. But here's the kicker. You have to keep it up. If you're going to post 10 videos 2-3 days and then stop for 2-3 days, that is not good for your algorithm. So whatever you can maintain every single day as far as consistency, do that. If you can do 1 video a day, do that. If you can do 2-3 more, do that. But make sure that you can keep up with it. Don't okie doke yourself. I'm also starting a second page with just for my podcast clips, and I've been growing it slowly. Not too many followers right now, but the views are really good. And over there, I only post 1 video every day, and it's usually around the same time, which is after sunset, around 8 p.m. And it's been doing pretty good. So I don't know. I think it depends. What I was going to say is that these women are extremely busy. They're taking care of their 3+ kids, husband, all that, but they show up. I'm talking about 10+ videos. I literally went last night into one of those girls' pages, and I was literally counting how many videos per day. Sometimes she does more than 10. And then on top of that, she will go live. What really motivated me and inspired me was seeing that she was selling some New Balance shoes, and what she did was like she went live and she was just showing the shoes. That's all you could see, just the shoes, and you could hear her in the back spending quality time with her kids at night before bed. So, there's really no excuse. You can still show up doing lives, doing content, selling your products, and you can still, give attention to your kids and your family. A lot of husbands are participants in this whole thing. They will act things out. The whole family is a part of it, and that's the best part, when the whole family is supporting you and is willing to ride with you. That content goes up. People love seeing that. I'm very glad that my husband has been extremely supportive of it. He's been so happy for me. When I texted him about my first 4 sales, he was so proud of me. I just can't wait for the day that I call him and be like, I just made $1,000 on TikTok. Like, that will be mind-blowing. I will run naked on the streets. Joking, I'm not going to do that. What else? I also got my first collab invite from a shop that I actually really enjoy their products. I have a pink, I talked about this product that I've had since 2023, a pink vanity mirror with touchscreen, dimming lights, zoom magnification. It's so cute. I love it so much. It's like a rose gold color, and they hit me up for a collab request. Apparently they seen my videos of that vanity mirror, and they hit me up for a collab, and they offered me a free sample for something else, which is also pretty exciting. So let's see how that is going to work, because I'm very new now doing brand collabs or shop collabs, and I heard some things from people that makes me a little bit iffy. We have to also be careful and protect ourselves. Like, the shop is not always going to be on your side. But I'm very curious to see if they're actually going to send me the sample for free. I made sure I asked them. I was like, first of all, make sure you confirm the commission is going to be the same, because they're going to hit you up with a collab invite, and they're going to be like, we want to run ads on your video. That's awesome. You're going to pay to run ads on my video. And on top of that, every sale, I get commission. But I made sure to ask them if the commission is going to be the same as it is right now, and it's not going to change. They confirmed yes. I was also like, I need a free sample for this. They were like, cool, we're going to send you a free sample. I'm still waiting. That's what I'm saying. I've seen people say that they get collab deals and they won't send you the sample, which is crazy. So I don't want to jinx it, but let's see what happens. I am treading carefully. What else? I've been finding more things in my house that is also available on TikTok Shop that I'm about to sell. So I keep finding stuff every day, and it's crazy because the app has a very developed AI system where you can literally just turn on your camera, turn it on from the TikTok Shop window, turn it on from the TikTok Shop creator windows, go through your house and just record everything you got in your house, and it's going to detect and tell you that product is available on TikTok Shop. It's so easy. It gives you scripts ready to go. You can do live streams selling the product with a script ready to go. Literally, all we have to do is show up. Everything is given to you on a silver platter. All you have to do is show up and show up with energy. That's all it takes. I will say that's just all it takes. Show up with energy. Don't be showing up like, hey guys. Don't do the hey guys thing. Just don't do the hey guys thing. Get straight to the point. Hooks are extremely important. You got to reel those people in, make it short, 15 seconds to 30 seconds. If you want to push it 45 seconds. If you're going to do 1 minute content, you better be sure that that's going to be good content. For my podcast, I've been doing 1 minute, a little bit less than a minute, about 59 seconds. And it's been doing good, but it's podcast content. It's not selling shit content. Just never give up. If you're passionate about it, you want to get to that bag, you want to work from home and create your content, never give up no matter how hard it gets. I promise you, when you least expect it, you're going to get some good news. So keep going, keep going. Everything in life is hard. Everything in life takes work. If you're serious about this, don't give up and keep going. We're talking years ahead. You got to be ready to do this for years ahead, happily. So you got that. Other than that, my life right now has been... My life right now, I could define it as a big dichotomy. That's what I would define life right now. A big, big dichotomy. How crazy it is that I'm in a situation right now where my reality right now isn't the reality. I know that sounds crazy, but I'll say it again. My reality right now isn't the real reality of what it is. It's hilarious. It's been tough, and I'm not ashamed to say it. It has been tough. The funny, hilarious part is knowing that things are about to be really good. Now, what a great opportunity to really, really, really see who's riding with you, who's rocking with you, to really see who loves you unconditionally. And I'll tell you one thing. Oof. This is going to hurt when you see who's on your side and who isn't. And the part that breaks my heart is realizing that family, your real family, sometimes is not on your side. And sometimes they will kind of disrespect you and judge you and try to control your life. And it's sad because they don't know what I know of what's on the other side that has been confirmed. So you see how certain people are reacting to you when you're at the pit of the bottom. It's crazy seeing how people will judge you when you're straight up at the bottom, looking pitiful, but they don't know that you know what's on the other side. So it's a very funny position to be in. It's hurtful. It's heartbreaking. It's funny too. It's just interesting. And I'm very happy that God is revealing to me who's who very, very clearly. This situation, I think God gave to us this situation to really shine a light on who's on our side and who isn't. And it's hilarious. It reminds me of the song that I wrote for Zayn Entertainer. That's the story of it. Don't take me for a fool in this game. I own the rules in this game. So you'll never see me coming. I will turn you down when you need me the most, bro. I feel like my actual family is I think they were given to me for a reason. I think those are lessons that maybe it's not lessons that I need to learn. Maybe my family was giving to me or I was given to them so that they can learn a lesson. Lately, I've been feeling like I'm my parents' karma. I've been feeling like I'm Northwest for Kim Kardashian. I'm my parents' karma. I'm the black sheep. Back to the topic of, and again, picking your family, choosing your family, your friends, or whoever you're going to marry. To me, whoever I'm marrying, it's very important for me to know their family. Like, that's a big, like, deal breaker. I have been in relationships before where I met their family and I broke up with them. Like, immediately I was like, what are we doing? I don't see myself being a part of this family. I'm glad that, like, my husband right now, I love his family. I'm so proud to be a part of that family. They've taught me real love and real support and actual support without expecting anything in return. Okay, I know I'm not the most responsible 30-year-old or whatever, but I am in my 30s and I am not this little girl that's just gonna blindly follow my parents. I have my own life and I demand respect. I get it. I will respect you because you're my elder and you gave me life, but respect is something that everybody deserves, no matter how young or old you are. Money isn't everything. Sometimes this was important for me to realize this week, that money isn't everything. And if you want money from certain people, it's going to come at a price, and it's going to come at a very high price, and it's going to hurt. But, now as a 30-year-old, it sucks to say this, I have to be the bigger person right now as a 30-year-old. It's not fun. It's not something you like doing. It's not something I like doing, being the bigger person. But I'm going to have to, because, our parents, especially if they're older, like if you're past 40, I don't think there's any chance of change unless you're extremely motivated to do that. There is older people that will flip their lives around with doing exercise and becoming extremely healthy and all that, changing all their habits, but those are rare cases. Those people have some crazy motivation and energy. Most older people won't change. So us, as being the youngest ones, being in our prime, being in our 30s, we have to stand our ground, but we also have to be the ones to reach out with love and respect, and still demand our respect with love without being disrespectful. Obviously, you have to be very diplomatic about it, and we will just have to agree to disagree. Certain things need to have a line drawn. Like, certain things are no-nos, and you have to make that very clear to them. And if they don't respect that, then I will distance myself, unfortunately, even though we are family. These are interesting times. Our parents are getting older, we're getting older, and I don't know, I feel like the power is shifting, and we have to be very responsible about it. With great power comes great responsibility, right? When I was younger, I used to say that whatever my parents said, I followed that blindly, and some people thought that was crazy. In my first marriage, when I had just gotten married at 21, don't do that, I told him and his parents that I followed my parents blindly. Whatever they told me to do, that was the law for me. And they were extremely shocked at that information. I didn't get it back then, but now I get it as a 30-plus-year-old. I sounded extremely naive, I guess, and young. But growing up like that, I kind of had this mentality of like, if I don't follow whatever my parents say, I'm walking towards bad things. That's the way that my brain, or that's the way that I was disciplined. If you don't listen to me, everything is going to go to shit and nothing's going to work out for you. So that became scary in my brain. I started feeling like I was always being watched in a sense of spirituality, because they're extremely spiritual people. And like, be careful what you do, because God is watching. And, we are Bulgarians. We come from Orthodox Christianity, and it's don't you dare question things, and you put your head down and you follow what we say. Yeah, growing up hearing that did not help me mentally as an adult. And with whatever happened right now, and me for the first time standing my ground and being like, you can't tell me what to do like that. Like, you can choose to help me, and I'm very grateful for that. But if you're trying to absolutely control and hijack my life the way that you are right now because of some help that you're offering, well, I'm gonna have to stand my ground this time. And I guess you're not the person I thought you were, basically. But I guess I always knew that deep down. Regardless, this was a very important opportunity for growth for me, and it still is. If you find yourself in a situation like me, well, buddy, maybe that's your time to learn how to break patterns and break cycles. And maybe that's the lesson that you need to learn, in how to stand your ground and demand respect, no matter from whom. It's simple as that. I think for me, I am dealing with this situation right now because I have to learn how to demand respect. I need to learn how to say no. I need to learn how to stand my ground. And most importantly, also, I need to learn how to not let other people affect my mood. I need to take responsibility for myself. After this thing happened, I felt very sad. I felt very heartbroken. I am still very sad and heartbroken, and that broke me down. That kind of made me rot on the couch for 2-3 days, you know, I had a call with my second mom and she really picked me up. You know, she told me, you don't let nobody break you down. You don't let nobody mess with your vibe or your energy. You keep your head up and you stay strong. You're a fighter. You're a winner. You don't let nobody, even if that's your parents, you don't let them take you down. And that was very important for me. Be an adult. Because of this situation, it got me, I'm a very emotional person, which I need to work on that. I think my emotions take over everything in my life. My emotions are so strong that they prevent me from thinking clearly, and I end up doing a lot of bad decisions, and they also take me, like, my emotions can actually make me sick. The days that I was rotting on the couch, I felt extremely sick physically. So I am not about to let somebody else affect my wellness ever. No matter how bad it gets, no matter who you are, you're not going to mess with my wellness. This is where I draw the line. That just goes also to show how important it is to protect your energy. You can't allow nobody mess with that. And you keep your head high. Too much love, too much control is not good, and it can hurt. It can hurt a lot. I also think that I have this tendency ever since I was a little girl of allowing people to hurt me and being very comfortable with being the victim. I became very comfortable with being the victim ever since I was a kid, and that has been my way of coping, kind of like, how can you do this to me? Like, very victim minded. Like, how can you do this to me? I'm just a little child. I'm innocent and I've done nothing but be kind and sweet. Kind of allowing people to mistreat me as a form of get back with their karma. They're digging themselves further into a bigger hole, and that's karma, basically. At 30 right now, I am done playing the victim. It's not a good look, and ultimately I don't get nothing good out of being the victim and playing that game of sacrifice and this is your karma now. Also, because they say that karma is not real. I'm not sure I believe in that, but there's this, you know, there's a lot of people saying that karma it only works if you believe in it. Karma only works if you actually feel bad about the things you do. Like, if you do something quote unquote bad and you don't feel bad about it, apparently karma doesn't work if you don't believe in it. I don't know. I think that karma does work because I've seen it firsthand of people doing me bad, and gosh, that thing will come back 3 times. Like, I'm not the type of person to wish things on people, but I just know that if you mess with me and you haven't been fair with me, talk to God. Unfortunately, there's just things that they don't agree with of how I've chosen to live my life and who I am, but I have chosen that for myself, and nobody can change it. Nobody can live my life for me. Nobody can control my life for me. And you just have to accept it, but still love you. Yeah, I am about to take accountability and responsibility for my actions and be proud of it no matter how bad it gets. I would rather struggle but stand with my truth. But yeah, that was a big lesson. So with all this stress and all this emotional charge that came with it, not only was I feeling sick, my body was feeling weak. I also have to tell you guys, I broke my sobriety. I did drink just 2 days after, or a day after this happened. And it became also very clear of my patterns, of my coping mechanisms with stress and heartbreak. It just reminded me that my ways of coping, even when I was 18 years old and I lit my very first cigarette, was exactly because of family drama, was exactly because that was my way of dealing with all the stress and anger and heartbreak I was feeling. There's no way of dealing with it as an 18-year-old. I didn't know any better. So now, as a 30-year-old, again, I feel hurt by my family and I go and drink and smoke. And, you know, I thought about it. I was like, do I do this to hurt them by hurting me? Like, if I hurt myself, it will hurt them. And deep down, I know that's the thing that could hurt them the most. So I'm like, am I self-sabotaging just to hurt them? That's wild, isn't it? Something to think about. No, like, we're not self-sabotaging no more for nobody. We're not being the victim no more for nobody. And I do feel a little bit upset that I broke my sobriety because I was doing so good and clearer every day. My thoughts were getting better and better, and my productivity was getting better and better. But regardless, even though after I drank, for that day specifically, it really helped me to like relax and kind of think a little clearer, which is super ironic because I did go sober just to have a clear mind. But in that sense, all that emotion was better for me to be toned down so that I can think straight, even though if that means getting a little bit tipsy. I didn't go ham or anything. I just had a little bit. So that's what happened, and it helped me sleep better. It also helped me relax for the night. The problem is that it doesn't stop the next day. That's the thing. I wish that I could just do that once and like move on with my week, and then I can, you know, like a regular person, just drink once a week even. But no, the next day I went back at it. Just a little bit again, nothing crazy, like just a normal little bit amount. And I know people will have a glass or two of wine a night, which is considered normal, but I don't want to do that every day. Like even if it's considered normal, I don't want to be drinking every day, no matter how little I'm drinking. So anyways, it kept on going and it kept on going for a couple days until I had to again remind myself to pump the brakes and not get lost in my own sauce again. So I stopped again. But you know what? I'm not going to demonize my bad habits. I think it's good to have a little balance, especially now that I'm working with a lot of creative stuff as far as doing content creation. And not gonna lie, those things do really help a little bit, as long as I don't get lost in the sauce. Instead of letting things take me down, I thought of reframing the stress as a catalyst for growth. Nothing lights a fire in my butt more than being angry and wanting to prove people wrong. So I'm using all this stress and negative energy. I'm being an alchemist basically right now, using that as a fuel to make me productive and to really do things with a fiery passion. I feel like honestly, stress and being mistreated motivates me more than anything. I don't want that. I don't want more of that. But honestly, do me dirty and I will work 10 times harder to prove you wrong, and you're going to look stupid. So thank you for that. I'm about to embrace these challenges and turn them into opportunities for growth. Oh my gosh, today has been an actual pain to record because my memory keeps running out no matter what I do. I guess I've been doing too much content lately. Yeah, that's all I had to say. It's been a tough week, but it's also been really good, you know, dichotomy of life. Yeah, my reality right now isn't the reality, but watch me in a couple weeks. Thank you guys for being here once again. Thank you for supporting. I see you guys. I really appreciate it. It's been so fun. I see the love on the shorts as well, and the hate. People are very mean on shorts. Anyways, that's fine. That's why we're here, to be judged as well and loved. It goes both ways. Thank you guys once again. Comment below if you watched, what you think. What do you want more of? Let me know if you're vibing with the topics, or what do you want me to talk about on the next episode. I don't know. I mean, this is a collaboration, isn't it? I help you, you help me, we all help each other. Anyways, I'm talking out of my ass again. Thank you guys. This has been another awesome episode, I guess. We'll see after editing. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Have a great week coming ahead, and hopefully next week things are gonna be better, right? All right. Stay safe. Love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Seriously.
Up to the cars that don't. I really like my odds. I better bet on myself. I really like my odds.